Norfolk, Virginia, Jaylen McCloud rushed for a career-high 132 yards and scored a touchdown to help Savannah State beat Norfolk State 279 on Saturday to snap a 10-game skid and win its first road game since September 24, 2011. Savannah State beat Norfolk State for the second time in school history last season. It's the Tigers' first back-to-back victories over an opponent since defeating Edward Waters in 2009 and 2012. The crowd of 17,218 at Price Stadium saw Savannah State's best defensive and defensive efforts of the season. The Tigers produced 382 yards of offense while holding NSU to 9 points. Norfolk State, which was celebrating its homecoming, scored on its first possession of the contest when Jawan Carter ran for a 3-yard touchdown with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. The Spartans led 60 after Bo Lomax missed the extra point attempt. The Tigers' 17-4 MEAC found paydirt on their third drive of the second quarter when Devon Gibbons threw a 19-yard touchdown pass to Derek Kirkland, Calvary Day alumnus. Giovanni Lugo's extra point attempt was blocked, and the score was knotted at 66 with 16 seconds remaining before intermission. During the 8-play, 48-yard possession, Kirkland caught a 14-yard pass from Gibbons. Late in the third quarter, Jamichael Baldwin's 24-yard punt return gave SSU a first down at its 48. That led to McCloud's 5-yard touchdown run with 18 seconds left in the quarter. Lugo's extra point kick was good and the Tigers led 136. McCloud had a 18-yard run on that scoring drive. Norfolk State pulled within 139 when its first drive of the fourth quarter stalled at the SSU 10. Josh Nardone kicked a 27-yard field goal to draw the Spartans within 4 with 832 remaining. Savannah State's Elijah Shaw returned the ensuing kickoff 30 yards to the SSU 41, which set up Gibbons' 2-yard touchdown run with 420 left. McCloud ripped off a 12-yard run on that drive and Gibbons threw a 24-yard completion to Tyler Hagan, South Effingham High graduate. Lugo's extra point increased the Tigers' lead to 209. Norfolk State's next possession was stopped after SSU's Donald Rutledge intercepted a pass and returned it 22 yards to the Spartan 37. That set up Nicholas Bentley's 5-yard TD run with 52 seconds left to cap a 6-play, 47-yard drive. Lugo's extra point sealed the 279 victory. Bentley had a 9-yard run on the possession and McCloud had a 22-yard scamper. Gibbons added 89 yards on the ground while completing 11 of 17 passes for 120 yards. Baldwin caught 4 passes for 46 yards while Kirkland hauled in 2 receptions for 33 yards. Isaiah Bennett led the SSU defense with 9 tackles. Both teams had balanced defensive attacks. SSU had 22 first downs while running for 262 of its 382 offensive yards, while the Spartans had 20 first downs, and 179 of their 302 yards came via the air. Savannah State was 4 for 4 in the red zone. SSU did collect 9 penalties for 80 yards and gave up 5 sacks. C.J. Jones led the Spartans 35-32 MEAC with 51 yards rushing, Carter threw for 150 yards and Marcus Taylor had 7 receptions for 43 yards. Anthony Smith was in on 10 tackles. There was a moment of silence before the game for Norfolk State freshman defensive lineman Nicholas Akes. Police and school officials reported Akes was fatally shot on Friday night. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Game summary: 2B Troy rolls over Georgia Southern. Troy, Ole, Josh Anderson rushed for 96 yards and a score, and Brendan Silvers threw for 102 yards and another touchdown to help lead Troy to a 3,816 victory over winless Georgia Southern in the driving rain on Saturday. Troy 62-31 Sun Belt Conference, which has won 6 of its last 7 games, became bowl eligible for the second straight year. The Trojans lost to South Alabama 198 2 weeks ago before rolling over Georgia State 3,410 last week. Georgia Southern 07-03 was playing under interim coach Chad Lunsford after Tyson Summers was fired last Sunday, halfway through his second season. The Eagles' last victory was a 2,824 win over Troy last year. Anderson broke for a 32-yard scoring run with 308 left in the first quarter to give Troy a 147 lead. They were up 2,810 as the break. Wesley Fields led the Eagles, rushing for 83 yards and a score. Game summary. 2B contact U.S. Nathan minutes 9,126,520,350. Nathan. Minutes at SavannahNow.com. Sports at SavannahNow.com to report prep results. Call 800-533-1150. Text 329 in Georgia. 8,002,410,029 in South Carolina.